Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Let's talk a little bit more about the Stitch and Swap. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys so very much. So it is the 26th of October and I wanted to do a video on showing one of the clusters and then making one of the clusters, and you won't see this till after my swap partners have received their clusters, and I'm going to try to get these sent out tomorrow. You know, we have till November 10th. You guys won't see this. You guys won't see this till somewhere around that time. Okay, so this one is going to my first swap partner, which was Liz. And this one's got a little tag inside of it. I just thought it was a cute addition. This little tag says pumpkins, and it's got a really pretty fall scene to it. And of course, my favorite stuff ever, which is eyelash trim. I started making this, and I was thinking, wow, it'd be really cool to put a pocket on this and then just be able to stick a little note or a tag or something inside. So that's what I did. We sewed this front part on. I folded over one side and then stitched up the other side. My slow stitching is not good at all. That's not what I do. But I thought it would be fun to give it a try. We got this cute little pumpkin on the top. I decided to do buttons and to do charms. When I stitched around here, I left the strings, which I used embroidery floss. I left those strings and tied the charms on, and then I sewed the button down in the corner. And I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty cute. There's 3 different fabrics. This pumpkin comes from the same fabric that this pocket came from, but we got like an orange fabric right here in the center, and then behind that, don't look at my horrible stitching, well, you can't really see it anyway, this little piece right here, this large gingham, that's what the back piece is. Yeah, that's my talent there with the slow stitching. So there's that one. Let's put the little tag back in the pocket. I just thought it was so cute. Okay, so now we're going to put this one together. Okay, so this right here I want to stamp gratitude on, and I'm going to use my little tiny stamps, and that is these ones. So I'm going to try to fit that on there. We will see if that happens. Okay, so I've got all these fabrics. I really want to use this really pretty lace here, but I'm thinking I just want to put it all on here. Where do we want this? Like that maybe? So that we can see all of them. And I wanted it to be a little bit bigger this time. And then this is going to go here along the bottom, I'm hoping. So I think the first thing I want to do is to try to stamp on this. So let's get my stamps out of here. This green. And if it's not going to go on there perfectly, I already know that. It's just trying to fit it will be the thing. Look, you guys, we did it. So there it is. That's gonna go on the bottom like that. I wonder if I could just put a little glue under that and have the 2 buttons on either side. And then just stitch the rest of this around. Okay, let me get these out of the way. I'm going to use an orange embroidery floss again that I used before, because I've got plenty of it. And I need to get some needles. Oops. Let's grab one. I'm going to hope that I can get this to go through and not have to pull out a threader. Oh, sorry if I'm not in frame. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a threader, I think. There's little tiny hairs to this that are causing an issue. And it starts to come apart. Oh, you know what else? I didn't even like cut my thread. I think we're going to do that if I can find my, there they are, scissors. Okay. That end was much better. Now, one thing that I do differently than a lot of people do is I don't put the knot in, I just leave the tail and knot it at the end. Tie these together. This is how I've always done it. I mean, I know a lot of people like slow stitch. They just, you know, they knot the end of their thread. Okay, so now I can decide, do I want to keep tails or am I going to cut them? I'm just going to put a button on. Wow, this is all wonky. I'm going to cut them. See that for my button. Now, do I want the button on both sides? Let me see, do I have little ones? Let me check this basket first and see what we've got. I don't see any in there that I like. This one's cute. What does that say? Oh. Looks like bee star something. I like the color, but oh, I like this one. Ooh, that one would be cute on there, right? Let's just go with that one. Do I want to put two? Oh, look, I have another one. Oh, it's a little, oh, nope, it's the same color. Ah. Wow, that was impressive. Okay, so we're gonna put 2 of them on there. That's really cute. Okay, so something that I do when I'm sewing my buttons is I'll put a dab of glue on the button. And then I will stick it down to where I want it to be. So then it's not going to be shifting around on me the whole time that I'm stitching it. Let's move that one aside. Okay, so we're going to poke through here first so I can see where I'm going. Did that go through? Oh, there it is. I hope this needle goes through this button. I don't know, you guys. Oh, good. And that's not me. I don't do it all the time. Do I want to leave those hang? It's kind of cute, right? Is that cute hanging on there? I guess I can leave it in there and Sue can cut them off when she gets it. I'm just going to cut them off. Not everybody likes this stuff hanging around. Now the cool thing about these clusters is that you can glue them down on journal pages. And then none of the ugliness that you see here on the back, none of this ugliness shows. Okay, so we're gonna, again, we're gonna put a dab of glue on the back of the button so that it will stay in its place while I am sewing it on, because I need all the help I can get, you guys, when it comes to this stuff. Okay, I want to make it really pretty and, hope that it comes out right. Oh, let's go to the other end again. And I want it to be good. And I was just talking to my husband, and I told him I'd never looked at myself as a perfectionist ever until I started crafting and making journals. That was when I discovered that I was a perfectionist with stuff, and I don't want to be that way. We're not supposed to be that way. Where did that go through at? And here we go. Not so bad, right? Again, Sue, I apologize. I feel like whenever I do slow stitching, I feel like I want to open up a side and stuff it with some kind of batting to make it puffy. But there it is. And so let me move this stuff out of the way. And there are my 2 clusters. I think they're cute in their own way, right? And I just hope that my recipients enjoy them. It was fun to do them, and it's quite the experience when you try some new area in your crafting journey which this is really new to me. I mean, it does kind of open your eyes. It gives you something else to focus on and try to perfect a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, this is not what I normally do, and by no means are these anywhere near perfection. But those are my two clusters for our Stitch and Swap. Like I said, I'm co-hosting this with Susan, and she will be linked down in the description box, so you guys make sure you go visit her. She does a lot of great pieces that she does all slow stitching, and they're beautiful pieces, so go over there and visit her and show her some love. But that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.